Welcome, curious minds, to the deep dive.
Hello.
Today, we're not just looking at the news headlines. We're actually diving into how information works.
Or sometimes how misinformation works.
Exactly, how it spreads, especially in this, super connected world we live in. It's kind of amazing, isn't it, how fast an allegation can just explode online.
And how quickly the denials have to scramble to catch up. It's like they're running different races.
Totally different battlefields. 1 minute, something's all over your feed. The next, it's being shot down. Hard.
With real consequences often hanging in the balance.
Okay, so let's unpack this. Today we're doing a deep dive into a very specific, very recent example of this exact dynamic.
Right.
We're talking about the allegations swirling around the controversial preacher, Dr. Zakir Naik.
Ah, yes, involving a supposed health diagnosis.
Precisely. And then his really forceful denial that came right after.
Well.
So our mission here is simple. Dig into the specific claims, look at Dr. Naik's actual response, which came via his lawyer, and understand the context his lawyer provided.
And we're sticking just to the sources we have, pulling out the key bits.
That's the plan. Give you the clearest picture possible so you can be well informed.
And what's fascinating right off the bat here is, well, it's the speed, isn't it?
The sheer velocity.
Yeah, how fast claims like these, especially about public figures, can travel. It makes that immediate denial almost a required first step.
Absolutely critical. So let's start with the spark. What were the actual allegations?
What exactly was being claimed?
Our sources show they were spreading mainly on social media, and they weren't like vague whispers.
No, these are pretty pointed.
Very specific. The core claim was that Dr. Zakir Naik had been diagnosed with AIDS.
Which is obviously a very serious and sensitive claim to make about anyone.
And it didn't stop there. They added another layer of detail, claiming he was getting treatment.
Right, at a private hospital, supposedly in the Klang Valley.
Yeah, that level of detail, it makes it sound more plausible, even if it's not true.
Well, exactly. And if we kind of connect this to the bigger picture, social media is this double-edged sword, right? It's great for information, but it's also, well, perfect for rumors.
Fertile ground, you could say.
Especially with famous people and sensitive stuff like health. This unverified info, it just takes off.
Before any official word can even get out.
Right. It often taps into, pre-existing feelings people might have about the person. Makes it easier to believe and share, unfortunately.
Which leads us directly to the response. Dr. Naik's team didn't wait around.
Swift's is probably an understatement.
Definitely. His denial was immediate and very strong. Our source quotes his exact words.
So what did he say?
It's rubbish. It's fake news.
Wow. Okay, so no ambiguity there at all.
None whatsoever. And interestingly, he wasn't even in the country, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he communicated this through his lawyer, a Mr. Akberdin Abdul Qadir.
Ah, so using legal counsel right from the start. That's significant.
It feels very strategic, doesn't it? Using a lawyer for such a, almost visceral denial.
It absolutely is. Bringing in a lawyer immediately does a couple of things.
Okay.
One, it adds this layer of legal seriousness. It's not just he said, she said anymore.
Right. It implies potential consequences.
Exactly. And two, it signals they view this not just as a mistake, but potentially as defamation, which leads into how Dr. Naik apparently characterized it further.
Yes, he didn't just call it fake news. He went further.
He reportedly called it hate speech.
Hate speech. That's a very loaded term.
It is, and he attributed it to irresponsible people.
Huh.
So the framing is clear. This isn't just false. It's malicious.
It really emphasizes this idea of intent behind the claims.
Definitely. It raises that important question, doesn't it, about why someone would spread something like this. Is it genuine misinformation or something darker?
And where's the line between, public interest and outright defamation or spreading harmful lies?
It's a blurry line, especially online. Calling it hate speech specifically, though, that's a powerful move.
How so? Does it change the legal footing compared to just fake news?
Well, hate speech itself has specific legal definitions, often tied to inciting hatred against protected groups, which might or might not apply directly here depending on jurisdiction and interpretation.
Okay.
But in the court of public opinion, and potentially in a defamation case, labeling it hate speech strongly suggests malicious intent.
Implying it's not just wrong, but designed to attack him, maybe because of his public profile or beliefs?
Precisely. It reframes it from a simple factual error to a targeted attack aiming to vilify. A very strong way to position the narrative.
Got it. And his lawyer, Akberdin Abdul Qadir, He didn't just pass on the message, did he? He added his own perspective.
No, he played an active role in shaping that narrative too.
He confirmed, according to our sources, that he'd seen Dr. Naik recently and that Naik was in good health.
Right, providing that sort of first-hand assurance, a counter-narrative.
Kind of a personal testimonial to bolster the denial.
And then he offered his own interpretation of why this might be happening.
Which was?
He stated pretty clearly that he believes these claims were, quote, drummed up to tarnish Naik's image due to his popularity.
So linking it directly to Naik's public profile, suggesting it's an attack because he's well known.
Exactly. He basically said, look, he's popular, and that's why people are spreading fake news about him. It paints Naik as a victim of his own success, in a way.
Positioning the allegations as a deliberate campaign, not just random online chatter.
Yes, removing any ambiguity about the perceived motive. It's presented as targeted malice.
Okay, so if they believe it's a deliberate attack, what are they planning to do about it? Did the lawyer mention next steps?
He did. He indicated that Dr. Naik was, and I quote, checking on the background of these culprits before deciding the next course of action.
Checking on the background of these culprits, that sounds like they're seriously considering legal action.
It certainly points in that direction. The denial is phase one, potentially followed by investigation, and then, well, maybe litigation.
But how easy is that, really? Tracking down culprits on social media, especially if they're anonymous or overseas?
Oh, it's incredibly complex.
Yeah.
That's the constant battle public figures face now.
Right.
They'd likely need digital forensics, maybe investigators trying to trace IP addresses, analyze account activity. It's a huge undertaking.
And the culprits could be anyone from lone individuals to organized groups.
Exactly. Each presents different challenges for identification and accountability. And then there's the legal side.
Like what?
Filing for defamation or cyber libel. But proving damages, actually identifying who's behind anonymous accounts, and then enforcing any judgment, maybe across borders, it's tough.
Monumental tasks, as you said.
It is. But the statement itself about checking backgrounds and deciding next steps, it serves a purpose.
Yeah.
It signals they won't just let it go. It's part of controlling the narrative.
A warning shot, perhaps.
Perhaps. It shows a commitment to defending his reputation in this digital arena.
Okay, this is all really detailed. So let's pull back a bit. What does this specific case mean for you, our listener? How does it connect to our everyday online lives?
Well, I think it's a perfect little case study, isn't it?
In what way?
It shows just how tricky it is to figure out what's true online. You've got these very specific, serious claims, and then this immediate, very strong lawyer-backed denial. It throws into sharp relief that challenge we all face.
Especially when it involves well-known figures or sensitive topics like health. Emotions run high.
Exactly. And our own biases can kick in, making us more likely to believe something or dismiss it without really checking.
That old idea of seeing is believing just doesn't cut it online anymore.
Not at all. This deep dive, looking closely at the claims and the denial, it helps us see the mechanics behind it all.
How information and sometimes disinformation actually travels, and how people try to manage their reputations.
Yeah. And it really hammers home the need for critical thinking, pausing before you share, questioning where information comes from.
Checking sources, especially if something feels, I don't know, sensational or designed to provoke a strong reaction.
It's about developing better sort of media hygiene, wouldn't you say? Being smarter consumers of the information flooding our screens.
Good term, media hygiene. So, just to quickly recap the core elements here. We had specific social media allegations about Dr. Zakir Naik having AIDS and getting treatment, followed by his immediate, very blunt denial, rubbish, fake news delivered via his lawyer.
Right, and that lawyer adding context, framing it as a deliberate attempt to damage Naik's image because he's popular.
Plus the clear signal that they're investigating the source and considering further action, all from just digging into our sources on this one incident.
And if we, connect this to the really big picture.
Go on.
This whole episode just highlights that constant tension, that really delicate balance we have now. Between free speech, the ability for almost anything to spread online very quickly,
Right.
and the very real potential for lies, for malicious falsehoods to cause serious harm, reputational harm, personal harm.
It's a tightrope walk.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it forces us to think about responsibility and what happens legally and strategically when that balance gets thrown off.
Which brings us to our final thought for you to chew on. In this digital age where allegations can circle the globe in minutes, and finding the actual source can be like finding a needle in a haystack.
Yeah, global haystack.
How much responsibility do we actually bear? As individuals, just scrolling through our feeds, are we part of the problem when we share something without checking?
Or is the main burden on the public figures themselves to constantly fight these fires?
Where does that responsibility truly lie? Is it solely on them, or is it shared among all of us who participate in this information ecosystem?
Something to definitely think about.
Indeed. Until next time, keep digging, keep questioning, and stay profoundly well-informed.